Hi guys, this is Pradeep. I have one job profile here. This is from E&Y, and you will see this job requirement. This is for experience from 3 to 8 years experience. That means initially what the question I'm going to add here, it is comparatively less experienced people, and gradually the questions are going to be more complex. This is the requirement here. So initial things, some couple of formalities like qualification and all. Basically, if you'll highlight here, you will find that the key areas, when I'm going to analyze the job description, I will find that I need to focus more on new GL, that is segment reporting, profit center accounting, which are highlighted here. Then receivable, payable, that will be there. Then asset accounting also it is there. Then like you can say overhead cost calculation is there. So product costing is also there. So overall you can say they are going to cover everything, like almost all parts of the business process or all parts of the ERP they are going to ask the questions, right? So that is why I said that it is from less experience to more experience will be there. So as per my understanding, what are the questions I have added here? So let's take the first question. The first question is, can you explain the key difference between new GL and the classic GL? This will be the classic. This will be the conceptual question. It is not the practical questions, but I will add here some more scenarios or the practical stuff so that you will find more realistic when you are going to answer the questions. If this question will be there, then what will be my answer in this case? You need to focus more on the new GL. Classic GL, it is fully outdated now. So as this is a comparison question, so you may say that new GL, how it is different from the classic GL. So that means you can say that what are the features are available with new GL. Like you can say new GL includes your segment reporting, parallel accounting, then it is integration between real-time integration between FI and CO. Already I added this FICO in more detailed way in my previous video. You can check that video here. So that is also again part of the new GL functionalities. Then the major you will find here functionality point of view, that is flexibility from the reporting point of view. So we can go for parallel ledgers, right? So here we can go for leading ledger, non-leading ledgers, so that we have the reducing data footprint. And if we'll add here more practical scenarios, so you can say that how the segment is applicable here, right? After that you will find one clip where I have explained what is the benefit of having segment. So segment in, you can't say that segment is available in one particular business process. You can add that segment concept in any particular document, right? So it is available in asset accounting, it is available in any reporting. So segment and profit center can be applicable in multiple business process, right? So that you can add here. So basically you can say that new GL covers the additional features like your document splitting, your segment reporting, your profit center reporting, then it is FICO reconciliation. Then in classic GL, we are working on the account approach. So all these features are not available. So because of globalization, now when we are going to have multiple accounting principles, so this new GL feature is going to help better in our reporting point of view. And here you can add more realistic point of view. You can just check this particular clip, so you will get more idea how the segment reporting is applicable, how the document splitting is going to help us. So document splitting, again, another area. Maybe here interviewer is going to ask more questions related to document splitting. What type of document splitting we have, like your active splitting, passive splitting, zero balance splitting. That example you can add here. So once you will start giving the answer related to new GL, it's a comparison question. What I explained, that is comparison point of view. But any point of time or any particular point also, maybe interview can so they can say that how can you give us the example related to FICO reconciliation. So you can say that whenever we are going to have any internal CO document, we are going to have the reconciliation document. So for that you can add that new GL configuration. So in this way you can say that how the new GL is more advanced, and in S4 HANA as new GL is mandatory. So everything, whatever the functionalities till now I have explained, it is part of your AC docket table. So everything will be everything will be there in the AC docket table. So in this way you can answer. Now check this particular clip. Let me show you the segment reporting. For that we are going to use the transaction code S_PLO underscore the number. Then select here in which currency type you want to see the report. Suppose I want to see the report in company code currency, which is 10. Then enter any company code as per your configuration. So here this one I have configured in Y100, right? So this is my one live batch company code. Then other details I want to see the report in leading ledger, because we have multiple ledgers are there. parallel accounting point of view, then financial year, right? Then which period data you want to see. So I want to see data related to, let's say, fifth period, right? So, and execute. Now here I'm going to, here I got some report data related to fifth period and sixth period. So this is my data related to segment reporting. Now same informations, I want to add here some more informations, right? So I want to add here anything related to any category you can select here. So right now it is a general information it is giving, that GL wise balance. So in currency type, company code, currency, profit center also have included. So let me add a profit center here, because it is part of your parallel accounting, or it is part of your new GL. So let me randomly add one profit center. Okay, so I got some information. Still I'm getting some more information. I can further add any category, any group I want to add. So let's say I want to see the balance sheet, or let's say specifically assets. So asset wise I want to see that information. So I can go for advanced search, and here I'm going to add the account group. You can add also multiple account groups. So let's say, let's take this one, fixed assets, right? Execute. So I can see here a debit balance of 70,000, credit balance of 23,000 fifth period, and we have a closing balance or accumulated balance 47. So it is showing data related from fifth period to other periods. Now same information I'm going to cross check with my GL, with my ledger balance, and particularly I'm going to take the asset account information. So let's cross check whether it is same information. Now this is a segment reporting. I want to see a normal GL report. Let's see. So I'm going to take a GL report, FAGL L03, and you need to add here your APC account. So I know my APC account related to asset. So it is 2000. This is my APC account, reconciliation account, GL, reconciliation account. Asset, yeah, this one, no, it is accumulated depreciation. I want to see the asset balance. $2,000 and 2001, both let's take and execute. So what is my GL balance? 47,000 for both assets, right? And what is my segment balance? That is also same 47,000, and this is my GL balance. So whatever the data I have extracted here, so it is nothing but your new GL features, right? So this is one example you can quote. Another feature is there that is related to document splitting. So let's take a document, you have to give some practical answer to justify your knowledge. Like you configure all these scenarios in the project or in your system. So let me take randomly any document. So let me take a document here in this company code, document number 70010. Let me just give you a reference here. So this document, it's a reconciliation document related to FICO. So because of that, we got this document. And in this document, you can see multiple profit centers are involved. So it is a use of zero balance splitting, right? So this is one of the feature related to your document splitting. And this document is splitted, or it is there. So this data I want to, let's sort it. So I'm going to sort on the basis of not cost center. Let's sort on the basis of profit center. Now, okay. So here it's splitting is applicable. So this is active splitting as well as zero balance splitting. Both are applicable, and you can see zero balance clearing accounts are there, and profit center wise the splitting is available. Like this, n number of examples you can put, but of course for that you have to do the configurations, or in system you need to try all this, and then only it will be easy for you to explain anything. Coming to the next questions, describe the significance of cost element accounting in SAP controlling and its integration with your GL. So as you know that in ECC, we have two master records. One is your GL master, another one is your cost element. So when we are posting any document in the finance, we are using GL account, so that we are going to book the expenditure. And in same cost, when we are going to transfer to controlling, we need to have the cost element. So we are using different primary cost element, secondary cost element. So basically primary cost element is extension of your GL account. So in ECC, this is how we used to create the GL master. And now in S4 HANA, we are not going to create the GL masters anymore because of our new account type. which is there in the GL master. So I'm sure you have already created so many GL masters. So you can see that we have the account type category P and S is there related to primary and secondary cost. Although we are not going to create the GL masters anymore in S4, but cost element functionalities or cost element concept is there, both your primary cost element and secondary cost element. And good thing is that secondary cost elements now it is part of your chart of account. So secondary cost elements for reconciliation point of view, now it is part of finance. So it's not like secondary cost element only it is available with your controlling like earlier we have in ECC. So this is how you can explain that how the what is the use of cost element functionalities. Give the example of primary cost element and secondary cost element. Let me show you one cost element report. Actually, cost element report for that I'm going to case B1. Right, so I'm in cost center report. So here you can, I'm just using the same controlling area, and you can specify the cost center or you can specify the cost element or cost element group. You can specify here your wish. So I'm going to add here a couple of cost elements. As this question is related to cost element, so I'm adding here cost element data. Otherwise, if you go add cost center also, you are going to get the cost element information. So randomly, let me put here some cost elements, let's say from 4000 to 4004 or 4005, various informations I'm going to, let's take a range here 4000 to 4005. In this category, you can add both primary and secondary cost elements, your wish. So let me take the data related to, it's a previous month data I'm going to add here. So let's take here data related to August, suppose, from 1st August till now, suppose. Now check. Now this is related data related to cost element. As I have added here the primary cost elements, now this primary cost element related information, so I'm going to add here. You can add further information like what type of business transaction is involved here, when the transaction was posted, all these informations you can add and you can execute the report. Okay, so here multiple business transactions we have used because I have recorded the cost, and wherever the coin is there, that means a direct posting. Wherever the other options are there, other business transactions, that is nothing but your related to month-end allocations. So in ECC, the source document is controlling document, whereas in S4 it is a extension of your finance document, or you can say source document will be the finance document only. For example, let's say this particular transaction it is posted and I want to see the original transaction. If you'll double click on this, you will find that it is redirecting to my FI document. So this is my extension of my original expenditure. So whatever we have recorded in the finance, same we have extended to controlling. So it is my FI document, and when we are in the cost center or any cost object, that is your CO document. But if we will check any document, this other category, other business transaction, this time it is the original document is your controlling document, and with reference to that, you are going to get a finance document. The last document which I was showing related to document splitting, this is some kind of this document. So this document, if you want to see that we can get, let me, so what is the document number 1301? Now with reference to one finance document, suppose I want to check, let me see here. So document number, particularly it is, I know the category, it is reconciliation document, right? So let's start with the date. I know this information, so that's why I'm easily getting. Otherwise, you can search and you will get it. Now here a couple of documents are there because it's actually related to product costing, the scenarios. So those documents I'm using here. Now I want to see here a document related to this one with 130. This is my source document, and this document is going to generate one finance document as a part of a FICO reconciliation. Let's check this document, suppose this document. Now let me cross check this document whether it is the same or not. Original document is 1301. Yeah, this one 1301. So as there is a source document generated by using various cost elements, in this report you will find cost elements. So these are your cost elements, CO point of view, and here it is our GL accounts. So that is why in S4 HANA we simplified cost elements and GL, and together we are saying that GL, whereas in ECC cost element master record we are creating separately and GL master we are creating separately. Coming to the next question, it is related to foreign currency revaluation. Now, why I have added these particular questions? Because there was one functionality related to GL process, and it is one of your month-end activity related to GL. For this, you have to explain what is foreign currency revaluation. I mean, whenever we are posting any transactions related to GL, related to customers throughout the month, so that time we are using, let's say, buying rate or selling rate at the time of posting the transaction. But when in month end we are going to do the month end valuations, let's say for example we have some open transactions related to GL or open items related to customer vendor, then in month end we are going to do the foreign currency valuations. So when you are going to use the foreign currency valuation, again that related configurations will be there. Now in this case, question is not that how to do the configurations, right? Their question is what is the concept of foreign currency revaluation in SAP FICO or in S4 HANA Finance. So that's why I said that these are the conceptual questions. For the less experienced people, these questions will be there. Now, you can say that when there will be a foreign exchange loss will be there, foreign exchange gain will be there. So that need to be transferred to the P&L, whether it is debit balance or credit balance in month end, so that the foreign currency loss or gain need to be adjusted. Now, for this, you can take the example of for example, we have some customer open items are there, those need to be reevaluated. We have some GL balances are there, those need to be reevaluated in the month end. So it is one of the GL month end activities, and accordingly, as per one accounting principle, as per one compliance process related to maybe IFRS or any as per the local GAAP, you can use that. Now here I'm going to add one clip. In this clip, I have taken the example related to the GL balance. So here I have the GL balance is that in month end the valuation will be there. So when you go through the report, you will find that the transaction date is something different and the valuation date, which is month end date, that is different. So in this way, foreign currency revaluation is applicable, right? So, but again, some interview may ask the questions, what is the configuration related to this? So that again, another question related to these questions, or from these questions, another question will be derived, like what is the accounting method here, or let's say what is the valuation area, what is the valuation methods will be there. So maybe interviewer will happy with this question, this answer, or they can go into more detail from this foreign currency valuation, because it is a very important one. Now check this clip. Let me show you a foreign currency revaluation. Although I did the revaluation, I can show you the output, but when you will do the revaluation, you are going to get the similar informations or similar outputs. Now here I'm going to change my company code, because this scenario I have in a different company code. Okay, and here I'm going to add my GL accounts. So this reevaluation I did on a particular GL account. You can try this one on customer vendor open items also. So this is one GL account. It is on this account, actually the foreign currency revaluation done in month end, and one output account, loss or gain account. So that GL account I'm going to add here and execute. Now you can see this is my original account. This loan account is my original account. So on 3rd July, the original transactions, it was recorded, and in month end 31st July we did the foreign currency revaluation. So because of that, here it is exchange rate loss generated. That loss we are going to debit to P&L. So exchange rate loss account is going to debit, and the corresponding amount we are transferring to the loan account. So this is the example of foreign currency revaluation. Coming to the next question, how do you ensure the compliance with regulatory requirements like your different accounting standards within your SAP Finance, and what are the tools or modules do you use to stay compliant with financial reporting standards? Now, this question you may answer in this way. That means to ensure the compliance with related to any accounting standard. So we are using different tools. This is again the question related to new GL. So we can say that we are using different tools in your new GL, which is going to support your parallel accounting, like parallel ledger. So we are using different type of ledgers, all leading ledger, non-leading ledger, standard ledgers we are using. So that is part of as per different. So when companies are operating in different countries, when they have different accounting principles they have to follow to maintain the compliance, so that time parallel ledger is required. When we are going to have multiple segments or profit center, then again document splitting is also another feature or another tool is applicable here. And why we are using multiple ledgers? Because we have to support different accounting principles. So best example, let's say we have to evaluate our asset as per one accounting principles and as per another accounting principles. And because every depreciation area we have to link with one accounting principle, and that depreciation area also we have to link with ledgers, right? So In that case, you can say this is the use of parallel accounting or the compliance related to different so as per different accounting principles we are going to do the different valuations, right? So that is one best example, and here I am going to give one example related to asset accounting. So here I have two different depreciation methods. So first depreciation method is linked with my accounting principle 1, and second accounting principle is linked with another depreciation area. So both the accounting principles are linked with two different depreciation area, and depreciation areas are linked with the ledger. So in this way you can answer your questions. Check this particular clip. I have used the multiple accounting principles or the parallel accounting on this asset accounting business process. Anywhere you can try that one. So as a result, we are going to get two views. We are going to have the information related to our IFRS or any local GAAP. So randomly, I'm going to pick one document related to, let's pick the first document. So this is my document. This document right now, it is related to my operation. If I will go to my asset accounting view here, you can see more details related to. Now this data is available in which accounting principle? So this is available in one accounting principle. This is IFRS, and the information is going to update in my GL. So it will be there in my asset report. Also it will be there in my GL report. So this is data related to this accounting principle, which is linked with my leading ledger as per my configuration. So basically this is data related to my depreciation, one of the depreciation area. It is my depreciation area 01, and same information is going to update my ledger. If I will go to the GL report, you will find that this 2000 GL account, which is my APC account, will have the same balance. Similarly, if I'm going to change my accounting principle, now you can see the ledger changed. This is my non-leading ledger. My depreciation area also going to be changed, right? So this is my accounting document, GL accounting document. Similarly, if we'll go to the asset, then you will get the asset report. So this is one of the best example where we can use the parallel ledgers using parallel accounting part. So coming to the next question, have you worked on the integration or integration with other modules like your MMSD? In any profile you will find couple of questions will be there related to integrations. And check the last part, how did you handle any challenges that arise during your integration process? So basically here interviewer is asking like what are the integrations you have worked. So when you are saying that I have business process knowledge about P2P, that means you are saying that you have a integration knowledge with your FIMM and FISD point of view O2C. You have to give here example like when you are saying that it is P2P, that means the process is initiated from MM, and finally the payable will be there, or the payment part will be initiated from the vendor payment point of view. So that will be handled by the finance team. So that's why integration is applicable between FI and MM, so that we can support the business process related to P2P. Not only that, your MM integration with CO will be there, because when you are going to work on the product costing, so product costing component include your material cost, and again that material cost also we are going to get it from the MM module. So that's why CO MM integration is also required. But as it is mentioned here that what are the integration functionality related to FI and CO, so FI point of view you may add here P2P, and sales point of view O2C, because on anyway customer receivable items we are going to have from the SD module, sales order, delivery, then invoice, then finally invoice will be there. So that integration will be there. Now question is not, maybe next question will be there, how you have to configure FIMM integration. So again OBYC settings, configurations, all this will be there. Again that will be like multiple number of questions you will find related to FIMM integration, and it is a very vast area. Okay, so make sure that when you are going to touch FIMM integration, you should be good on those areas also. Then the last part is, how did you handle any challenges during your integration process? In this case, you may add here that challenges usually you will find related to our tax configuration, and that is related to pricing procedure, because in different countries or in different state wise, different product wise, different components or different tax, all this will come, right? So tax point of view, again that complexity definitely it will be there. Then SD point of view, pricing procedure will be there, although it is not our area, but we have a close connection with our SD pricing procedure. And when you are saying that I have knowledge of end-to-end process, so you should have knowledge on all these areas. So FISD, pricing procedure point of view, that point will be there, because pricing procedure includes again multiple condition types, how we are going going to handle the discount, the tax will be there, so like your other items will be there, right? So that is that part, you can say that these are the challenges will be there. So we have to create multiple tax codes, different product wise, different state wise. So that was one challenge when I was there in the implementation. And second one, as I said, pricing procedure. If you are good in that area, then uh, touch that point, otherwise skip it, because pricing procedure is not our area, that is related to SD, otherwise you will be in problem. But if you can add it, it is going to be better, right? So check this particular clip, you will get more clarity. FISD and FIMM integration point of view. So I'm going to check one report here related to vendor report. So we will take one item related to payable item or any paid item if it will be there. Then we will see the entire process, or we will see the integration results. So I'm just going to take any random document here. For example, let me take the documents. Suppose let's say this document, which is not yet paid. Let's take this one. Right, so if I will, this is my accounting document. So this accounting document user has not posted. This one end result of my integration, and this is my payable item, or this is my vendor invoice. But if I want to see the complete process, then we have to go to all the list, right? So here multiple activities are available. So I have created purchase order, then with reference to purchase order, next we proceed with the GR document. So this is my GR document. This is my GR document. With reference to this, we got the accounting document. So this is my accounting document with reference to this material document expand. So this is my accounting document where inventory is debit, GRR, and other items are there as a part of integration. Some differences is also there, right? So this difference, again, maybe it will transfer it to cost of production calculations, or it will be transferred to COPA. So every connection is there, and that is also integration. So FIMM integration is when you are going to get the accounting document. COMM integration means you are transferring the data to the cost of production calculation or profitability analysis. Then finally, we are going to have the vendor invoice. So this is the vendor invoice, and with reference to that vendor invoice, we are going to have the accounting document. Now the AP team is going to make the payment. So here everything is there, tax, your GRIR information. So complete informations are available. Similarly, if you'll check FISD integration, so this is my customer line item. Let's pick one item from this category. Okay, so let's take this one. Already it's paid. Let's take this one. We can take this one also. Let's take this one. Again, it is a receivable item. Here also you are going to have the complete information, the entire process information. So we have created one sales order, right? So this is my sales order 98 with reference to that. Then I proceed with the, so sales order, again, my SD activities. Then we proceed the outbound delivery. So this is my delivery document. So this is my delivery note process. Posted, or it is there in the accounting it is there from the logistic point of view, and with reference to that we have completed the loadings, the shipments, so everything is done. Then next activity will be your goods movement. So material document will be there, this last 283. So this material document will be there. So that is when we are going to deliver the goods to customers. So here it's internal movement, so we are doing the shipping, and with reference to that we are going to have the accounting document. Here, as I have configured multiple things, so that's why you will find profit center is also updated, but we will focus on the accounting document. So this is my accounting document, that is COGS debit and FG stock credit. Here advanced scenario I have configured, that is COGS splitting. Because of that, one more accounting document is there, that is 49011, but in a normal integration this document will not be there. So here I splitted the COGS some as per my requirement. So that is the COGS splitting, right? So that one is there. Then finally we have the billing document, again that is in SD, and with reference to that we got the customer invoice. Then AR team is going for the collection. So like this, if you have real configurations, then you can put all these examples in your answer. Coming to the next questions, recurring issues has been identified in the monthly financial closing process. Again, this is another scenario-based question. So where the discrepancies are found between your profit center accounting and your GL. So as you know that profit center should be, or profit center is closely connected with your GL. So when you are going to do the reconciliation, so definitely reconciliation should be there, which is in S4 HANA automated. So if any inconsistencies are there or reconciliation issues are there, then how you are going to handle it. So in this case, what will be your answer? So question will be, we will review the documents, or we are going to review the document splitting configuration. So that is why in fact we are doing the splitting, because so that all your line items should be splitted accordingly as per the segment or as per the profit center. So that part we are going to review. So we have to ensure that the correct profit center is assigned with the line items. So every line item should be updated with the profit center, whether it is P&L items or balance sheet item, it should be updated with the profit center. If it is required, then I will also run the reconciliation report between your profit center accounting and GL, so that if any configuration gaps will be there, or in the postings or in user errors, that need to be identified. So basically this question is related to your GL and profit center reconciliation, which is part of your again new GL and connected with your document splitting. Next question, a client report that automated payment program is not processing the vendor payment correctly, part of AP or part of accounts payable, but question is related to APP, automatic payment program. So how would you go about the diagnosing and resolving these issues? Okay, so without any minimal disruption your financial operations. So what should be your answer? So as it is related to automatic payment program issue, so first is definitely you are going to configure, you are going to check, it is related to support issue maybe. So you are going to check the payment parameters. So payment parameters, which is the first criteria, first information which will be there in the APP run. So you are going to check whether payment method is correct or not, your payment terms are updated or not. Then we will check the vendor master. So vendor master data is updated or not. Then we are going to check the payment program configuration is correct or not, or any modifications are there. So maybe let's say any line item is blocked or any particular vendor master is blocked, right? So, or let's say invoices updated with, vendor is updated with incorrect bank detail, because some payment system is not able to clear. So these are the areas you need to check, right? So incorrect payment bank details. And the last one, you are going to also check DME. Sometimes because of issue in the DME, the payments will not be triggered, right? So maybe the line items are cleared, but it is not going to hit the bank, or it is not going to update the bank. So that areas are also going to check. Again, in one, maybe question they will ask like, what are the areas you are going to check in DME, or how you are going to, in APP configuration, which area you are going to check, whether it is related to bank determination, something you are going to check. So when you are going to answer any questions, make sure that cross questions will be there from your answer. So make sure that and in this case your hands-on is going to support. So if you have really configured, or you have configured different scenarios, then only you will able to answer it. Otherwise you will be in trouble, because from your answer only next questions will be derived, and particularly when the practical, and the more number of experience you are going to add or experience you have, then more scenario questions will be added.